Joining us now to talk about some of the updates in West Bloomfield Township and how you can get involved with the boards and commissions in the township is Steve Kaplan, Township Supervisor for West Bloomfield. Steve, thanks so much for joining us again this morning.
Morning, Maddie.
So Steve, could you first tell us a little bit about those different boards and commissions that we have here in the township?
Every municipality, Maddie, has boards and commissions consisting of residents who help with decision-making processes, and West Bloomfield, of course, does too. We're slightly different in this regard from a city, but that's not important for our purposes. So here we have four main boards and commissions, and they are the Planning Commission, the Zoning Board of Appeals, the Environmental Commission, and the Cable Advisory Commission, where we provide 6 out of the 12 board members for Civic Center TV.
And then Steve, could you tell us a little bit about how many members are on each of these commissions and boards, and then also a little bit of the time commitment for these members on each of the boards and commissions?
Well, Maddie, the Planning Commission consists of 7 residents, 6 of whom are non-elected officials, and by state statute, 1 of the 7 Planning Commission members is also on the town board, but cannot be the supervisor. So for the Planning Commission, we have 6 members with various strengths, and we have, I believe, an architect, we have a construction business owner, we have an engineer, and we have some lay people. And the Planning Commission is very important to a community because Planning Commission assists with the adoption of the master plan and hearing matters involving site plans and site plan amendments. So 7 members. Zoning Board of Appeals consists of 5 members plus 2 alternates, and a township board member cannot serve on the Zoning Board of Appeals. And then the Environmental Commission, that's a creature of ordinance. So we are one of 6 communities in the state of Michigan to have an environmental commission. And part of that relates way back to the commitment of the township since 1970 to focus on environmental protection. So the Environmental Commission, 7 members, 1 of whom is, strike that, all 7 are residents, none of them are elected officials. We do have a liaison, though, a non-voting board member who serves as a liaison to the Environmental Commission. And then the Cable Commission, there are 12 members, 12 board members, 6 from West Bloomfield, 2 from Keego Harbor, 2 from Sylvan Lake, and 2 from City of Orchard Lake Village.
And then Steve, could you tell us a little bit about how it is important to have these community members be so active on these boards and commissions that we have here in West Bloomfield?
Sure. I'd say there are 3 reasons. The first one is expertise. Township board members, the 7 of us, we might have some skills and experiences in the planning areas or the zoning areas, but the 7 members of the Planning Commission, if they don't already have those skills, they adapt or adopt them very quickly.
And then Steve, for residents here, if they're interested in being part of these boards and commissions, what does that application process look like? And if they may be concerned about the time commitment or how much time and effort they can give to these boards and commissions, will you tell us a little bit about some of the meeting recommendations and requirements that these board members will have?
Well, Maddie, if I may go back, because my fault, I didn't complete my sentence about the advantages of having non-elected officials serving on the Planning Commission, the Zoning Board, and the Environmental Commission, is we're bringing in people from across the township, 68,000 residents, 23,000 households. So it's important to gain the views of the public, so to speak. So in a way, they serve as the public. And maybe I mentioned this to you, but their expertise over time should be superior to township board members, and therefore we rely on our commissions. Also, back to your other question about how does one apply? We welcome our residents to apply for a position on one of these commissions or boards. There's an application process available online, or you can contact the supervisor's office and we'll send you a copy. The time commitment you mentioned, the Environmental Commission meets approximately 26 times per year, Wednesday nights, I believe, starting at 6:30. The Zoning Board of Appeals might meet 24 times per year on Tuesday nights beginning at 5:30. And then the Planning Commission meets on Tuesdays, and I believe their meetings start at 6. But the time commitment, Maddie, a board meeting might last 3 hours. And we do offer a stipend. It certainly will not cause one to become extremely wealthy, but we pay $125 to our residents to attend a meeting, to participate in a meeting. And we doubled that amount from $65 to $125, because the board wanted to show that we value our boards and commissions and that we should be recognizing the time commitment they make.
And then Steve, as we wrap up here, could you just touch on how important these are to the community and the types of relationships that the board members and people on the commissions have with each other to better the West Bloomfield Township?
Sure. And I'd say the average resident in West Bloomfield is concerned about the environment and wants the trees and the wetlands and the ponds and the ravines protected and not eroded. And these commission members do make decisions regarding site plans and site plan amendments and new construction. So they're very important to the community to maintain West Bloomfield in a pristine way.
Well, Steve, it's always a pleasure to have you on the Splash Live. Thank you so much for joining us again and telling us a little bit about those boards and commissions that we have here in the West Bloomfield Township.
Thank you, Maddie. Nice to see you again.